Travel to See More is a channel to share the most beautiful parts of my country, as well as the stories of my journeys and around the world that needs to be told. Join me, Gideon, or Mr. G, or OMG, for stories in the Karoo, Kalahari, Namakwaland, Free State, and the mountains of the world. Have joy and remember, as Eva said, no guts, no glory. The story is about a fish and chips shop. A friend of mine told me that one of his colleagues at work was traveling on the west coast of South Africa. We call it the West Coast. And he stopped at the fish and chip shop. And the guy at the fish and chip shop told him the story. He said he was working at a Gauteng company and he was a manager there. It's quite a stressful job. And one morning, when he came in, he was a very difficult manager, and his secretary were in tears, and the managing director called him and told him to go on holiday, give him an X amount of money, said, I don't want to see you within the next month. And off he went home, told his wife, and his wife said, well, it's now for years that we didn't have the holiday, let's go. And off they went on holiday. And on the west coast of South Africa, in the Western Province, they drove past a fish and chips shop. And the wife said, will you please go and buy me some fish and chips? He stopped, went over, came to the shop, and the owner of the shop were busy at the door, sticking up something on the door. And he said, excuse me, I want some fish and chips. He said, well, you can wait. He said, well, that is not good service. Where I came from in Gauteng, this is not good service, you won't be in service anymore. He said, well, you've got a choice. Either you continue and look for another fish and chip shop, or you can wait till I'm finished. So he helped him, what he was busy with, and he said, but why you want to sell the place? Because that was a board who was selling the shop. He said, well, I'm getting old now, and it's time for me to leave. And later, a bit later, he walked back to the car, and his wife asked him, where's my fish and chips? He said, I didn't bought you fish and chips, but I bought you the shop. He went back to his company, resigned, sold everything, came back, and the only thing that he changed on the shop was the counter. He changed the counter around that he can overlook the sea the whole time. And that's the story of the fish and chip shop. Maybe it's not for us to make such a big move, but his life has changed. It's very calm now. Maybe we need to get more out on the road, get in the mountains, in the countryside, get a little bit more human and enjoy life. In the Kalahari, in the Karoo, Namakwaland, in the Free State, even if you don't like it, get out, be brave. Changes is for the brave.